Hello friends, welcome back. Now we have arrived towards the last section of balance of payments. Today we are going to discuss the accommodating and autonomous transactions of balance of payments and which are cause the surplus of BOP in the balance of payments. The transactions which are recorded in BOP are termed as autonomous and accommodating transactions. To understand these transactions, first I have written a numerical problem for all of you. First let me read it for you. It's a tabular presentation of a hypothetical economic balance of payments. These are the autonomous transactions. Items, under the items there are exports of goods, import of goods. This is the part of current account. Trade balance means the export minus import or import minus export, whichever is higher. So trade balance is 2 minus 1, it becomes minus 400. This is the trade balance or balance of trade, what is called as BOT. So this is called as BOT because it is related with the movement of goods only. Now it is the time to discuss the net invisibles. Invisibles consist the services and the transfer payments. So net invisibles is the combination of 4A, 4B and 4C. This is 4A, non-factor services, means the income of from non-factor services like shipping, banking, insurance, which we have discussed while we were dealing with current account components. Then income, which is in negative forms, it means it is a debit item. It is it representing the outflow of foreign exchange. Then transfer payments, it is a positive, of course it's a credit item. When we add these three together, then we came to know that the value is in minus or negative. So it arrived as 60. And the balance of trade is also in negative form, which is minus 400. So this 460 will be the balance of current account. Now what is the situation? The current account is in deficit. CAD stands for current account deficits. And remember, what is current account deficits means? The current account deficit implies that the receipts are less than the payment towards the foreigners. So that is why the figure arrived in negative forms, 460, which indicates that current account is in deficits. CAD, current account deficits. Now next is capital account balance, which is the combination of 6A plus 6B plus 6C. What is 6A? As I have discussed in the previous class, the components of capital account, first one is foreign investment. Net foreign investment means the difference between the investment which has been done by the foreigners and the investment which have been done by our nationals. So that is why I have written net over here. So foreign investment is the combination of FDI, foreign direct investment, then portfolio investment, FII, and other capital direct capital flows. So it is the combination of these three together, and which is arrived as 160 million USD. The figures are in million USD. Then the part B is external borrowings, which I have also discussed in my previous class. Borrowing constitute the external commercial borrowings and the short-term debt. So this is the 60 and the 120. So these two together will constitute 180. So this is the figure with the combination of these two, external commercial borrowings and short-term debt. Now the third component was the external assistance. Here again the figure is in net. So external assistance means the assistance which we have been given to others and the assistance which we have got from the others or the foreign countries. So the net figure is in positive form, it means it is a credit item. So 20. So external assistance constitute 20 million US dollar. Then, as I told you, the third element of BOP is errors and omissions. Why we put errors and omissions in balance of payment? Because it is very difficult to record all the economic transactions accurately. So there is a chance for errors and omissions. That is why we put this 10 million USD as errors and omissions. So the total of capital account will be 6A, 6B and 6C, which all together will constitute 360. All figures are in positive form. It shows that capital account is in surplus. That is why I have written here SCA, surplus in capital account, or you may write CA as capital account surplus. First, we will be dealing with the deficits of current account. So when we balance this balance of payments, overall balance, so at point 8 we have written overall BOP, or overall balance of payment, which is the combination of this current account balance, capital account balance and the errors and omissions. 5 plus 6 plus 7, which is arrived as what is the total of current account? It is deficit 460. Capital account balance is in positive form, surplus 360. We deduct this 360 from the 460 and we came to know that the amount remains over here is negative form 100 million USD. Then we deduct this 10 errors and omissions, then it remains 90. That is why I have written here overall balance of payment is minus 90. What does it means? It indicates that BOP is in deficits. So BOP is in deficits. When BOP will be in deficits? When the inflow of foreign exchange will be less than the outflow of foreign exchange, and this is the situation in this hypothetical economy's balance of payments account, that it shows the BOP deficits over here. Now what will happen? Up to the point 8, all the transactions are termed as autonomous transactions. Now first the point arises, what are the autonomous transactions? Please remember that autonomous transactions are those transactions which are undertaken for the economic motive, like profit maximizations. In all those transactions which are done for profit maximizations are termed as autonomous transactions, and if there is a deficit in the BOP, this is due to these autonomous transactions only. If there is a surplus in the BOP, this is due to autonomous transactions only. So autonomous transactions are responsible for the country's state of BOP. Okay, got it? Now what will happen? There is official reserve which is kept by the monetary authority of that particular country. Say for example in India, Reserve Bank of India is the central monetary authority of our country. So Reserve Bank keeps the official reserve of foreign exchange with themselves. So that is why in this case what Reserve Bank will do? Reserve Bank will sell its official reserve. That is why I have written here at point 9, official reserve sale. It will sell its official reserve if the country's BOP is in deficit, as this is the case over here. So Reserve Bank will sell its official reserve in the international market and then balance this balance of payment. Please remember that in accounting sense, balance of payment is always balanced. Now think about the reverse. If balance of payment will be in surplus, then what will happen? Then the Reserve Bank or the Central Monetary Authority will purchase the foreign currency in the international market. It will purchase the gold. So it can purchase foreign currency, foreign reserve and gold, etc. from the international market. So and it will consequently increase its reserves. So that is why I have written over here that 90 million US dollar will be decrease in the reserve which are kept by the Reserve RBI or Reserve Bank of India. So it will decrease its official reserve by 90 million US dollar, because 90 million US dollar is the amount by which the country's BOP is in deficit. Okay, so now these are the transactions which can be categorized: the autonomous transactions and the accommodating transaction. So this transaction, the official reserve sale, is categorized as accommodating transactions. So accommodating transactions are done for the balance in balance of payment account, and autonomous transactions are those transactions which are carried or which are done for the economic motive of profit maximization. That is why these autonomous transactions are also called as above the line items. Above the line items. And this the accommodating transactions are also called below the line. Below the lines. As I have put a line over here, so we can understand after the overall balance of BOP, the transactions which are carried for keeping the BOP in balance are termed as accommodating transactions, and these are also called as below the line items or below the line transactions, and autonomous transactions are also known as above the line transactions. One more thing is left from this unit is that if there will be current account deficits or CAD, current account deficit. Now how it will be financed? As it was the case in this question, this was the current account deficits minus 460. So it will be financed by capital account surplus. So the current account deficit will solely be financed by the capital account surplus, as this was the case of this numerical problem as well. The capital account was in surplus amount 360 and current account was in deficit of amount 460 US million dollar. So that is why we deduct this 360 from 460 and 100 was there. Then we deducted this 10 US million dollar of errors and omissions, and then we have arrived towards this 90 US million dollar, which reflects the overall balance of payment deficits. As capital account surplus has been finished off, so to accommodate this deficit, we took the help of official reserve sale, which caused the decrease in official reserve by this much of amount, which is the 90 million US dollar. So this is all about the autonomous and accommodating transactions in balance of payment. In this way, the topic of balance of payment has been finished off. Now one small topic is still remaining from the course of macroeconomics, which is the exchange rate. What is the exchange rate? How we determined the exchange rate in fixed and floating exchange rate regime. So we will be taking this topic in our next class. So stay connected with us and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.